It's been a busy year for Northport, renovating City Hall, some new restaurants opening up, and a new hotel is on the way. And I've been told that there's a lot more in the works for West Alabama's version of Mayberry. Joining me now to talk more about it is Northport Mayor Bobby Herndon. Mayor Herndon, thank you very much for being with us today.
My pleasure.
Thank you for braving the elements. What's it like out there?
Well, it's very slick. Some of the roads, bridges were a little icy, and I heard you guys saying that they closed the Bryant Bridge down.
They did.
So people just need to be careful, drive wisely, and drive safely.
There you go. Were you coming from Northport, or were you already across the river?
No, I was coming from Northport.
Which way did you come in?
I came through downtown Tuscaloosa, and
Lurleen Wallace.
Lurleen Wallace, and the bridge, people were driving slowly, and had some sand on the bridges, so it was going good.
All right. Well, I guess as long as everybody slows it down, things will be all right.
That's right.
Let's move on. Let's talk about what's going on with Northport. There's so much that's been happening. You guys have been really busy. First off, the new City Hall, I got over there a couple of weeks ago and saw it. Looks great.
Well, it's something that had to be done. Of course, you wouldn't remember, but people my age would. You know, it's built 60 years ago as a store at McCrory Village, Old Tasco, and then City Hall moved in '85, did some remodeling, but it was structurally unsafe. The back walls were falling in, the roof was falling in, and our insurance company put the pressure on us and said, we're going to really boost your rates up if you don't make it right. And so it has. It's something the citizens can be proud of, and at our council meetings, we want everybody to come out and enjoy the new City Hall.
Have they got the big monitors put in yet?
They're still working on that. We're still probably 30 days away from having the finishing touches on it, but it's going to be nice, be more professional, and that's the way we want people to view Northport.
And it's really spacious too.
It is.
You know, and when you're lugging around a bunch of gear, you're very appreciative of being able to maneuver around and set up and shoot things. And it's the layout is really nice. I like the way it looks. Well, I'm very impressed. If that matters.
I appreciate it. We're gonna have. In fact, this coming Tuesday night, if I can put this plug in.
Please plug away.
City Council meeting. I have invited the University of Alabama cheerleaders.
Wow. And
the Shelton State cheerleaders. Their coaches have both said that they would be there. We moved our meeting to Tuesday night because of a conflict at 6 o'clock. I want to give them some proclamations. I want to say how much the community appreciates their efforts, their practice, the way they represent our community. And so the coaches said they would be there, and anybody that's watching, Northport citizen, Tuscaloosa citizen, anywhere, just come on and show a little love for our national championship cheerleaders.
There you go, and that's something you really enjoy doing. I've noticed is that every time there's a council meeting, there's some sort of proclamation, or somebody is the business of the month, or talk to me a little bit about that. How important is that for you?
Well, being a small businessman also, it makes you feel good when somebody appreciates you. And when we took office, I asked the council to please let me set this up where once a month we would recognize an existing business. We're grateful, and we're always pushing new businesses to come in because we need the retail money, we need the tax revenue. But let's don't forget about the ones that have been here. Let's get them up there, give them a proclamation, pat them on the back, and say, hey, thank you for being in Northport. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and you're with us, and we appreciate you. So it makes people feel good, and I like to make people feel good.
There you go. And speaking of revenue, you guys cross the river over in Northport. You're going to be watching something that's going to be happening here pretty soon, very quickly, and that's the Sunday Sales Alcohol vote.
Right. I know that the citizens of Tuscaloosa vote on that on the 22nd.
Right.
I believe it is. And the legislature, when they go back in session in March, should give the citizens of Northport the same opportunity to vote on that. It sort of gets me in a tough position because
you're torn, aren't you?
People know how I stand and know my faith, but yet I still have to lead my city. And if Tuscaloosa doesn't pass, and then I'm going to ask my council, we'll call off our vote.
Right.
We're just doing it because if Tuscaloosa gets it and Northport doesn't, it'll kill us. And so we'll see how the Tuscaloosa vote goes.
All right, well, we'll all be watching that. We'll be talking about that more later on in the show. You should stick around. We've got the League of Women Voters up here. They're going to have a big forum on this thing.
I hear you.
All right, well, Mayor, I hate it. We're out of town, but thank you so much for being with me today.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
All right, man.
And remember, you can always find out more about what's going on with the Northport City Council, the mayor, and a whole lot of other information online at cityofnorthport.org.